Naomi, welcome to my channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Today you'll hear accents. Okay, so guys, if you are new here, this is what we do on this channel. We talk about YouTubers, we interview YouTubers. We try to put YouTubers out there because when I say it, they do it.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, Naomi, so can you introduce yourself to my people?
Okay, sure. Well, thank you. So my name is Naomi Osei. I have recently moved from the UK here to Ghana with my 2 children, and my YouTube channel is all about our journey, the highs, the lows, and everything else in between, as well as interviewing other people from the diaspora who have also made the move to relocate to Ghana.
Okay. So before we even go into your YouTube journey,
Okay.
I've been getting this a lot from some people, but they are scared to talk about it.
Okay.
I know she'll kill me for saying this, that person she's watching. They said Ghanaians, we don't appreciate people from the diaspora. We don't accept them. When it comes to the creative space, the YouTubers and stuff, if you're from the diaspora, they box you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've experienced that. When I think about, even when I think about my viewership, if I had my laptop, I would show you the top areas where people watch. Number 1, UK.
Okay.
Number 2, USA. And number 3, Ghana.
Ghana is number 3.
Ghana is number 3. So I don't feel like, well, I don't know, but I haven't gotten the impression that I haven't been accepted.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, well, that's an argument for a different day. I'm looking for the right people to talk. Maybe Vanessa Campbell should be the right person.
Yeah, maybe.
She's been here for long.
But yeah, she's been here for longer.
Amma as well, yeah.
They will have a different experience, but or maybe I am just blocking all of that out. I'm very focused on what I'm doing, so I'm not really too concerned with what other people, how they are or are not accepting me, because I know who I'm creating the content for.
No negative energy.
No, none at all.
Have you tried doing a collaboration with some Ghanaians?
Not yet. Okay. What I have been doing though is, again, my channel, and I think this is something that I was always clear on. I know exactly who my channel is for. And I know it's what people in the diaspora, what they're interested to see in terms of, you know, whether or not they're thinking about making the move here. So on my channel, I'm primarily trying to showcase people who have already done it and who have then relocated, and asking them, you know, what their greatest challenges were, how they overcame those challenges. But as time goes on, you know, we're also going to have some vlogs as well, showing our day-to-day experience. So maybe at that point, we'll be more open to, you know, collaborating with other Ghanaians here. But even still, I've built up quite a good network of people who seem that they're interested and that they would accept me and they would work with me. But we'll see. Yes. Well, you're the first.
See, like I keep telling them, I can't be second. No. First.
Yes, the first. He's the first.
First. If it's not on Yemoh, you are not being serious. Trust me. Oh, that's just a joke, please.
It's a serious joke.
Okay, so now, YouTube. Why YouTube? How did it start for you? Did you just wake up one day, you felt like, okay, I'm going to Ghana, so let's just document?
No. To be honest with you, if it was down to me, I would not be doing YouTube at all. It was my children. Oh. I think the next generation, they are so much more into YouTube. It's like they were born into this. And so it's normal for them. Whereas my generation, we adopted YouTube. So the children said they want to do a YouTube channel. So I said, oh, really? Because I know it's work and I'm already quite busy. But they begged me, they said, oh, please, because all they watch is YouTube. Now they don't really watch television, they watch YouTube. So they watch all these, I don't even know their names, but these children entertainment. And so they said they want to do it. So they've been asking me for a long time, probably 1 year they've been asking. Wow. And I kept on saying yes, 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 but I never did it. But then when I thought, okay, when I decided in July of 2021 that we were going to move. And in August of 2021, we made the move. And so August the 4th, we started our channel. So that's how it happened.
So before starting that channel, Did you have to read anything, watch a lot of videos how to go about this?
No, I didn't. I'm not that type of learner. For me, I know myself very well. If I spend a lot of time trying to prepare and trying to learn, I will start to overthink. I'm then a perfectionist. And so then I will probably never start because I'm always trying to be ready. But I think one of the things that life has taught me is the importance of just getting started. I think with almost anything in life, one of the most difficult things to do is actually just get started. If you have a dream, if you have a vision, something that you want to do, people waste time wondering if it's the right time. What if it doesn't work? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not taken seriously? And if you fill your head with all of that, then you will never get started. So I decided that I would start and learn as I go along, because I remember I had a mentor who told me, you can't improve on nothing, but you can improve on something. So if I have nothing, I can just talk about it, think about it, but I can never improve. But if I at least get started, as the journey goes on, I can get better and better. So I decided we're just going to dive straight in and get started. So that's the honest truth.
Wow. This like an eye opener. And I think your children made the right decision for you because your channel is booming, like it's growing.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to grow so quickly.
Yeah, like 1K on your own, no collabs, no shout outs, nothing.
Yeah. Wow. I remember when we hit 1,000 subscribers, the children were so excited. They couldn't believe it. And they were like, wow, mommy, it took like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't expect it. I didn't know that so many people would be interested to this extent. I thought that, yes, we would grow slowly over time. But I think it's really encouraging to see the speed of the growth. And then that has given us the motivation to keep going.
Yes.
And
one thing some people from this part of the world don't want to talk about is finances. You know, this YouTube thing, if you are growing, you get paid, trust me. And I think it's something good for the kids. If you intend to just leave that money for it to grow in an account for them, it's something good.
Oh, well, the children have already told me the only way that they are going to continue is if they can share some of the money that comes. I have a little businessman and a little businesswoman on my hands. So they're not doing this for free.
Okay.
No, they want to be able to share the profits when they come.
Yeah. This YouTube journey, how has it been so far? Any challenges on the way? Hate comments? Not yet.
No hate comments yet. I'm sure they're coming and I'm bracing myself for them. But I think the most difficult part has just been time management, because I work full time. It's just myself and the children here alone in Ghana. So, you know, I'm totally responsible for them. The greatest challenge even has been the time and managing the time, you know, making time to shoot videos, to edit, that's been the greatest difficulty.
That's the reason why I asked that question. I wanted to see if you touch on edit. Because editing is so painful, trust me.
Well, as I mentioned to you, I just got started. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying.
but if you're doing well, I think the originality is really helping your channel.
Oh, okay.
Because everything about your channel is original. You don't need to show fancy stuff. You don't need to... I saw the polytank thing. I was like, you don't know. I was like, you don't know.
Do you know what? I think it's important because I think sometimes people can come over and they paint... No, let me not say unrealistic. I'm trying to create content so that the average person who is coming over from the diaspora can see what life is really like. I don't want anyone to come here with rose-tinted glasses, thinking that the streets are paved with gold and that there is no trouble here and that in the West you leave all your problems behind and then it's some sort of, I don't know, that's just not the reality. So I'm committed to showing people the realities. I will show you when I have no water. I will show you when the plumber has come and not done a good job, or the electrician has come and now everything is spoilt. I've got a video that I'm uploading this week. My fridge, everything in my fridge had to... I'm still upset about it. My fridge spoiled.
How are you coping with the GMT? Do you know GMT?
The Ghana Man time.
Yes.
Oh, do you know something? 2016 is the 2016 is the first year that I came to Ghana on business by myself. Okay. So I didn't come with my family, not with my kids. I came by myself, and I had to do a series of interviews. And I was told that I was going to be collected from my house at, let's say it was 11 o'clock. Now, if someone tells me they're going to pick me up at 11 o'clock, then by 10:45, I am ready. So I had my makeup done, I had my hair done. I'm sitting here waiting. 10:45, fine. 11:45. I'm sweating. The makeup is melting off my face because it's hot. 12:45. It was after 1 o'clock. The person came to collect me. And so I am furious. And I'm saying, what happened? He told me he was arrested.
And you know, we always have an excuse.
Always. The excuses that I've heard have just been out of this world. But you know what? That year was the last time I became frustrated because I said, I'm the only one who's angry. I'm looking around at everyone else.
Everybody's okay with the time.
Everyone is okay. I'm the only one who is stressed and my blood pressure is rising. So I said, no. Okay, I just now know that this is how you operate. Yeah. So I will adjust. And so now it doesn't bother me anymore. But that year, 2016, ooh.
It's crazy.
The blood pressure. I don't know if I can ever fully get used to it, but it at least doesn't make me angry anymore.
But I think we are changing.
I hope so.
I'm not like that.
Well,
I'm very punctual, trust me.
Okay. We will put that to the test one day.
But our traffic will show you your real level.
The traffic!
You can calculate everything. Okay, so I'll spend 30 minutes on the road. Traffic will change it for you.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And if you have a driver who doesn't know how to dodge.
And I think because these things are happening because someone can just wake up and decide to do a funeral on the road.
Just like that.
Ghana is a free country.
It is. You do whatever you want. I read somewhere that the rules on the road are merely a suggestion. Yes. But you do what you want.
Yes, do what you want. So your move to Ghana.
Yes.
Now let me talk about your channel name before.
Okay.
How did you come up with that name? To the Motherland. It's a kids channel, so maybe I thought it was going to be their name or something they like. But To the Motherland.
Yes.
And the name is so catchy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like when you hear To the Motherland, you start thinking, Motherland, let me check. Then you start watching.
Yes, I'm glad. Well, I'm glad. We spent a lot of time arguing about the name. Now, I went to business school. I did my MBA. I graduated at the top of my class. And so my vision is always bigger than whatever is just in front of me. So whilst the children are thinking about here and now, I'm thinking about a few years maybe down the line and building this brand To the Motherland. So the children came up with some very foolish names. I can't even remember. Some very foolish names they came up with. I said no. And so what I was looking for is a name where I would be able to also buy the domain name. So it needed to be available on all the social media platforms, as well as I needed to be able to buy tothemotherland.com. And so I went through lots of different ideas. It wasn't available on Instagram, or it wasn't available as a web address. And so then eventually, it was one night, I decided the children cannot be involved in this because they don't know what they're talking about. And I came up with this name. And I purchased the domain name, got the social media, Instagram handle and what have you. And so I guess the reason why we've chosen that name is because my vision is bigger than YouTube. And there are things that I want to do in terms of business also with that name and building that brand. So yeah, without giving too many of the secrets, there is a lot more coming.
This is another eye-opener. Today you are saying a lot. If you are thinking of a name for your channel, look for the one that you can purchase the domain.
Yes. But that's if that's the type of thing that they want to do. I do not want to be limited to YouTube.
But I think it's like even my couple channel, me and AJ, myself and my wife.
Yes.
We've purchased that name. We don't want to we are not using it, but every month we are paying.
Yeah. Well, I think it's worth it because you just never know what could happen.
Yes.
And one day you may be able to branch off something with what you have built on YouTube, transfer that to something else that has a greater demand, more widespread for people who maybe are not interested in YouTube, but they may have interest. I don't know, you might start doing couples retreats or couples coaching, whatever it may be.
Lots will be coming.
Yeah.
A lot, trust me.
So I'm on the same page. That's my thinking. It's bigger than YouTube. And so that's how we came up with the name.
Wow, I'm impressed. And I'm happy you are learning something today. So think big. Don't think YouTube, just YouTube and you go and pick a name like Sticky Winky for real. Like, what's Okay, so people are scared to come to Ghana, but it seems you were not scared at all relocating.
Oh no.
What gave you that courage? Like, did you study Ghana or you were watching too much of Odemaya?
Do you know something? I'll tell you exactly what it was. 2015 was the year that I brought my children, and we came to bury my grandfather. My father is a Ghanaian, and my mother is from the Caribbean. She's from Grenada. And so when my grandfather passed away, my father's father, we decided, he was always someone, as long as I've known my granddad, he's always been coming home. He said he's going home. He's built his house, he's coming home. And he never made it.
Yeah,
and
I saw it in your video when you was telling your children.
Yeah.
I keep saying I'll go, and
he never. And I remember the week or so before he died, I sat down with him at his house and he was like, okay, Naomi, I think I'm ready to go. Can I help him look for a flight?
Your grandfather. Okay, I think the one I saw was the children's grandfather.
Oh yeah, no, not the children. That's my dad. Yeah. So no, it's his dad, my grandfather.
Yes.
And he asked me, can I help him look for a flight? And I said, yes, Granddad, I'll even come with you. And that was probably early February. And by the middle of the month, 7th of February, he had gone. And I just said, and before he died, he said to me, Naomi, this is just not life. He said, you work all the hours that God sends. Then you retire, then you grow old and die.
That's it.
No, he said, there's more to life than that. So don't make the same mistakes. And ever since, he planted that seed in my head, I knew that I wanted more out of life and I wanted to do more and give more to my children. So it was 2015. We brought him to bury him. And I decided I have to bring my children here. I want them to have a full immersion into their culture. I want them to learn their language. I want them to be proud of who they are, to be in an environment where they are not the minority, where you have people doing amazing things who look just like them. And so I've been thinking, but there's always been a reason, not yet. But it just so happens that because of the pandemic and remote working, people working from home, no longer being required to go to the office, everything just lined up. So now I can earn money and I don't have to physically go to work. My grandfather has left a house for us. My parents have built a house. This was the one time where there were no obstacles in the way. So I said, let me just book the flight before I change my mind. And did it. Here I am. How many months later? Where are we? We're almost in November, August, September, October, coming up to almost 3 months and absolutely loving it.
Wow. Welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, a lot more on her channel. I can go on and on and on. See, I can ask her advice to those who want to relocate to Ghana, all of that, but no, she has a channel. If you want to know, just go onto that channel and you'll know. So please, this is what I'm going to ask you to ask me one question.
Ask you one question?
Because I feel like I always ask the question.
It's true. Okay, let me think. What's the question that I'm going to ask you? I'm not going to ask how old you are. Okay. But in all the years that you have been living on this earth, what is the most valuable life lesson you have learned?
Valuable life lesson.
Yeah, you put me on the spot, so now I'm putting you on the spot. He didn't tell me he was going to make me ask a question, so he threw me off.
Okay, so one thing I've learned is if you have to do something like the relocating thing, do it before it is too late. This is a bit emotional, but let me just share it. The boy right behind us, there. Yeah, we were supposed to name him, naming ceremony. My culture, after a week, you have to name the child. But we didn't name the child because they said we have to do it in the church, back and forth. Don't do it in the house. It's not good, evil spirit, blah, blah, blah. Then he passed. So I've learned my lesson. Like, do it if you have to do it.
Yeah.
Ignore everybody. It is about you, your life. As long as you are not hurting anyone, do it before it is too late.
That's a powerful lesson because truly tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And procrastination, wasting time, procrastinating, it can rob us from so many incredible opportunities. And so thank you for sharing. That's a really powerful lesson.
Yes. Okay, so this is my rapid fire question. I call it rapid fire.
Oh no, I'm scared.
It's just two,
Okay.
Very easy ones. Okay, so I don't know if you've watched any of my recent interviews.
The last video from yours that I watched, I don't know, should I say it?
Yeah.
It's the one where you're talking about the awards.
Oh, that thing. Since they don't want to come out anyway, it's past and gone. This video is in the future.
Okay.
Okay, so if you were born 10 years ago, how old will you be today?
But do I have to tell people? Everyone has to know my age.
It's a question. You have to think about it.
I don't have. Well, yeah, I would be 24.
Why?
Why would I be 24?
What's the math like, the calculation? If you were born 10 years today, how will you be 24?
If I was born 10 years today...
Ago.
I would be 10! I would be 10! That is too funny. All right, you got me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. That's a rapid fire trick question.
You tricked me. You got me good.
Yes. Okay, so let's try this as well.
Okay.
What are the two things that you can't have during breakfast?
That you can't have?
Yes.
During breakfast?
Yes.
The two things that you can't have. Nothing? I don't know.
Try, think.
Two things that you cannot have.
During breakfast.
Yes. You can't have a break and you can't fast? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, do you know someone got this just like that?
Straight away?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm clearly not very clever then.
Oh, you are. You are refusing to think outside the box. You are thinking food. You can't have lunch and dinner.
Of course. That's a good one. I like that.
Yes. Okay, so we are done with the trick questions.
Thank you. No more trick questions.
Yes. Okay, so give me your 3 favorite YouTubers in Ghana. Just Ghana.
In just Ghana?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to be...
No, don't add Ghana near. Don't add that boy.
No, we're not friends anymore. We're no longer friends, so he's crossed off my list. Okay, so I'm going to definitely be quite biased because my introduction to Ghanaian YouTubers was very much through my dad. Now, my dad will spend, I can't even tell you how much time watching YouTube videos of Ghanaians. So he loves Wadimaya. He introduced me to Wadimaya. So he would definitely be on my list. My dad also introduced me to Vanessa Camby.
Okay.
He introduced me to her, so that's why. So she's definitely on my list. And then also I had the pleasure of virtually meeting first, Ghana Bound.
Okay, Ghana bound.
Yes. So we connected. How did we connect? We connected on Instagram, I think, and we did an interview. And so those three, and I guess it makes sense because they're in a similar sort of niche.
Yes.
So yes.
So what the Maya Vanessa can be and Ghana bound.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now your final advice to anyone out there. Then we move.
Advice about what? Just anything?
Anything. It could be YouTube advice. It could be life advice. Anything.
It's gonna have to be to just get started. Same with my YouTube channel. Don't overthink it. Don't procrastinate. Get started, because you cannot improve on nothing, but you absolutely can improve on something. It might not be perfect when you first get started. It might not be exactly as you envisioned it, but there is never the right time. There is always a good reason why not to do something. But I think the secret to success in anything in life is to push past those barriers and those boundaries and the things that hold you back and just do it anyway. You might fall down flat on your face, but get up and try again. So that's what it has to be. Just do it.
Just do it, guys. Think about it. Thanks so much for watching. Check out our channel, and I really appreciate that. Remember, leave the signature. Yemoh brought me here. Yeah, understand. See you guys next time. Peace out.